I'm Jinakim from South Korea, and
my name is Lindy and I'm from Bulgaria.
I'm Stephanie Ayo and I'm from Venezuela, but right now I live in Peru, that is in Latin America.
So today we're gonna talk about some cultural things that you may find shocking or very interesting. Because we three of us, we were born and raised in different countries, different continents, different cultures. So I thought it'd be just so fun if you can compare and find some similarities or, you know, some different things. And these two girls, they just started their YouTube channels and it's about Korean culture. And I know you guys are so interested in Korean culture too. So please check out their channels.
In my YouTube channel, which is called Kakao Gua, I upload videos about fashion in Korea and beauty, about Korean products, about Korean skincare, and some videos about Korean culture.
My channel name is Lindy's Bookshelf because I love a lot talk about books, especially if they are from Korean literature. I especially think that Korean literature is so unique. That is why I dedicated myself mainly to speak about Korean literature in my channel.
Yeah, all the info should be down below, so check it out. Okay, number one. So we Koreans, we're crazy about rice. Maybe you're gonna think that.
Of course, because you're Asian, you eat rice, right?
But it's not about that. We love rice just so much. So we always say rice in every expressions. So let's say you're scolded by Korean mom. You know, Korean moms, my mom. And they, when they're so angry, they're gonna say to you like,
"There's no rice for you tonight. There's no rice for you for this dinner."
That's like the scariest thing to us. I cannot eat rice today? What? What should I do? Yeah, that's like that. And there's another expression. When you flirt with somebody, you always say this. So you wanna have rice with me someday? I know it sounds so funny, but actually, yeah, a lot of people, they say like that. So 저랑 밥 한번 드실래요? Do you want to have rice someday with me? It's so funny. It's like Italians are saying that. You want to have pizza with me later sometime? Or if you're in India, then oh, you want to have curry someday with me? It sounds like that. So it's so funny, but that's so true. And if you're so thankful, then you're gonna say like, thank you so much. Seriously, oh my god, thank you so much. You know what? Someday I'm gonna buy you rice. I'm gonna buy you rice someday. So when you say how are you in Korean, we ask like, so you're eating rice well nowadays? And when somebody's sick, we say, you have to eat rice, okay? Yeah, no matter what happens, I know you are sick, but you have to eat your rice. Okay, now I'm so curious about this European, you know, Bulgarian culture and Latin American culture. So I'm gonna watch these videos from them and then I'm gonna react to it.
As I've already said, I live in Bulgaria, and believe me, Bulgaria is not part of Russia. Yes, we are a separate country and we are not a city somewhere in Russia. No, we are Bulgarians, we are not Russians, and we speak in our own language, which is called Bulgarian. Yes, maybe this is the most shocking thing that you will hear here, but we have our own culture and our own traditions that are different from the Russian ones. The first thing that I will tell you is about one of our holidays that is celebrated only here in Bulgaria. And we celebrate it on 1st of March. Then we call it Baba Marta, which is translated to English something like Grandma March. Actually, there are a lot of legends that are telling us why we celebrate this holiday here in Bulgaria, but I don't believe in any of them. On 1st of March, we swap these bracelets and we give it to each other to be healthy and to be successful during this year. There are not only bracelets, there are different types and varieties of this that is called martenitsa. And it can be like this. Or it can be like this.
That's very interesting because here in Korea too, it's holiday on March 1st. We have that independent movement day. So our ancestors, they wanted to get away from the Japanese colonialism. So we said like, you know, 대한민국 만세, like that, and then everybody they started doing that. So that is like a peaceful independent movement. So yeah, we have that holiday too, and it's interesting that their holiday is based on the legends and it's about grandma, so it's very fun. And actually that's very cute, exchanging all the accessories, you know. That's very cute. And Kakao Gua, she really interested in all the fashion and beauty, so that's why I think that is very interesting.
So now let's go to talk about cultural shocks that I think personally that foreigners can experience coming to Latin America. Cultural shock number 1. I think that in other cultures it's not pretty common, even with friends, have a lot of like physical contact when you are greeting with them, when you are meeting with them, that kind of things. But we, los Latinoamericanos, actually have, even with somebody new that we just meet in like 3 seconds, we are like, oh, hello. And we give to them like a check kiss. And if we wanted to do the thing a little like more formal, at the same time when we are meeting someone new, we give to them like a little handshaking at the same time that we are giving like a little check kiss. This is literally like so common. It doesn't matter if we are friends of all the life or we are strangers that we are just meeting for the first time. We do this a lot. And I actually know people from other cultures that they doesn't like, literally doesn't have nothing of physical contact when you are greeted with someone, so this is gonna be a little shocking. But don't worry, with this corona thing, almost no one in Latin America is doing this now. So yeah, a little like I meet that hug with my friends and with like a lot of people. I actually love hug a lot, so well. But we need to prevent corona.
Well, about that one, yeah, I think it's not just about in Latin America, but I was kind of shocked when I went to America or Europe, because in America, you know, people, they used to just hug me like, hey! So like 10 years ago, when I really didn't know about other culture at all, I'm very embarrassed, but I misunderstood like, okay, that person likes me because he hugged me. But that was like, hi. So I was like, what? You say hi and you hug me? And that's something very natural. So I was like, so if you see any Korean dramas just by hugging, you know, hugging means a lot to Koreans. So if you just casually hug people here in Korea, they're gonna be like, do you have feelings for me? Something like that. So if you see lots of Korean dramas, then you're gonna see that until they kiss, it takes just so many episodes, probably like 10 episodes, or it's the end. Yeah, when they kiss, it ends. The drama ends. So, and number 2, it's again about the food. So there is 탕수육. There is that food in Korea that's originally from China, so Chinese food, but it's kind of like Koreanized. So we eat that a lot. But I'm gonna tell you this situation and you have to guess why this woman is mad. Okay, so there is a couple and they ordered this 탕수육. And then the guy, he poured a sauce. And then she got so mad. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because it's all different. I mean, our taste is all different, right? So when it comes to 탕수육, there are 2 types of people. 찍먹, 부먹. That means that somebody wants to, you know, dip 탕수육 into the sauce. And other people, they want to just pour the sauce overally. But the thing is that those people who prefer like dipping the sauce, they like that crispy, you know, crispy feeling, the texture. So they are gonna be so mad if you just pour the sauce on it without getting any permission. So before doing that, you have to always ask them like, is it okay to pour the sauce? Or do you wanna just eat it like crispy? You always have to ask that, or you're gonna get in a big trouble.
It's time for the cultural shocking fact number 2. This is the obituary obsession in Bulgaria. When someone died here in Bulgaria, his family is going to a special place, I'm not sure how to say it in English, and then they copy and make small paper with the picture of the person who's dead, and they write his name, his age, and when he was born, when he died, and they print this thing, and they have thousands of copies of this obituary, and they just stick it around the city or the village, around the houses, around the post office, around the trees, anywhere you can imagine. I'm not sure why. This is something that older people do, and I hope that our generation won't do it. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he was my classmate a long time ago. He was blah blah blah. And they started to talk about this person, and that's awful.
Okay, so for number 2, this is very well, shocking to me, because obituary, I used to see that in some American dramas, so I actually didn't know that it happens in European countries too, and especially in Bulgaria, as she told before, like it's everywhere, like newspaper and just everywhere, and the place, I mean, whoa, I cannot really imagine, because in Korea, if somebody dies, if somebody passed away, then we just give some messages, send some text or messages to some close people only. I've never seen anything like that, like obituary in newspaper. That's not something in Korea.
Cultural shock number 2. I feel that in Latin America, greetings are pretty important. It doesn't matter if it's with a stranger. They are important. And especially in Venezuela, I'm not sure if in other countries, but if you don't, for example, if you live in a neighborhood, in an apartment, and if, for example, if you are in an elevator of the neighborhood or apartment where you live, and you are with other people around, and if you don't say to them, good morning, some other people can say good morning to you like this. Good morning, like waiting for you to say good morning to them, because if you doesn't show like any signs to greeting with them, they can think like, wow, this person is so rude. Especially when I was living in Venezuela, I listen these kind of comments a lot. Like, for example, wow, people say he's so rude. I was in an elevator and nobody was saying good morning. People these days. So yes, it's kind of rude if you don't say good morning.
Ooh, that's very different from Korea. And if you say like hello to the stranger, especially in the elevator, they're gonna be like, oh, hello. I was very surprised when I saw the travel show and they went to Latin America, and everybody, they were like strangers and they were saying hola, hola. So I was like, wow, they're just saying hi to strangers. Cause I don't know, I think that's something different. So in Korean culture, if a stranger says something to you, then people usually they get scared and they're like, what do you want from me? Why are you saying hi to me? So are you flirting with me or are you a criminal? Okay, number 3, that's something that my American friend actually asked. Somebody told my friend like, oh, I'm gonna pick you up around like 7 a.m. so you have to be there. And then he said yes. So like in America, you guys are gonna be like, okay, 7, okay, then I can go there by 7, right? So he was there at 7, and then the Korean man, he is angry because of that. Do you know why? Well, in Korea, if somebody says that I'll pick you up by my car, then that means that you have to be there before the time. Like that person should not wait even 1 minute. Even 1 minute.
And the last thing, that is number 3. Yes, people say yes and no. But in Bulgaria, it is switched. yes, that's different again. We are always different from other countries and other nations. We don't say yes, no. This is switched. We say yes, no. It's so confusing. All my life I say yes and no, but Bulgarians say yes, no.
It's something that I never knew before. What? Yes is this and no is this? What? And this? Oh my god. It's all very confusing. So if I go to Bulgaria, I think I have to think that opposite way, right?
Cultural shock number 3. And I think that this one is specifically for Venezuela, but I think that in other Latin American countries, this happened too. So well, it's like when we are especially with friends, but something doesn't need to really be friends. Just someone like, for example, you are taking a bus and the people that take the money for you to pay your ticket for that bus say things like, hello princess, and that kind of things that it's kind of pretty normal. In Venezuela, for example, you listen these kind of comments a lot. It's like, hola papi, hola mami, hola mi amor, dame un agua. That kind of things, especially with your friends, call them like, hello my princess, hello my queen, that kind of things. Yes, I think that is pretty common. We can see these like something friendly, being funny, something casual actually.
I love this culture so much. So they say just casually like, hey princess, hey my queen, something like that. It's like they respect women, I guess. I would say Korean guys, they're kind of shy. Yeah, they don't want to look like they are flirting with somebody. Yeah, I would say it's not common at all. At all. I think I've never heard something like that here in Korea. Never. Okay, thank you so much Kakao Gua and Lindy's bookshelf. And thank you so much for letting me know all the very special culture things in your culture, because I really didn't know about those things.
Thank you so much for watching this video. It was interesting for me too. Please check my channel that is called Kakao Gua. I made a video that is about Korean fashion trends in Korea in this fall 2020. I hope it was interesting. Don't forget to check my channel and to see what is trending now in Korean fashion.
Well, I hope that you liked this video. It was a great experience collaborate. Also, if you want to know more about like cultural difference, you can see my latest video on my channel that is actually about difference between Latin America literature and Korean literature. So thanks a lot for this great opportunity and thanks for watching this video.
Please subscribe to their channel and everything should be down below. All the info is down below, so please check it out. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much and bye bye.